There's a moment most dog owners have experienced but almost never think deeply about. You're sitting on the couch after a long day, distracted by your phone or the TV, when your dog quietly walks across the room, comes close to you, and gently rests their head on your leg. They don't bark, they don't ask for food, they just stay there in silence. And here's the strange part. That moment is not random. Dogs are incredibly intentional with physical contact, and when they choose to rest their head on you, they may be communicating something far deeper than affection. In fact, there are 7 emotional reasons behind this behavior, and most owners never realize what their dog is truly saying in those quiet moments. Some of these reasons are surprisingly emotional. Some are backed by science. But the final reason, number 1, may completely change the way you see your relationship with your dog forever. Because what your dog is really telling you in that moment might be the most powerful expression of love they know how to give. Number 7. The place your dog chooses to rest their head is not random, and what they're doing might surprise you more than you think. Most people assume dogs lean against us simply because they want attention. But dogs experience the world through scent before almost anything else. When your dog gently presses their head against your leg, your arm, or your shoulder, tiny scent glands around their face and ears leave traces of their smell on you. But here's the part most owners misunderstand. Your dog is not trying to claim you like an object. They're trying to feel connected to you. In wild packs, wolves share scent constantly. Members of the same family smell alike, because belonging means survival. Your dog still carries that ancient instinct inside them. Every time they rest their head on you, they're quietly reinforcing the feeling that the two of you belong together. And if you watch closely, many dogs actually relax after doing this. Their breathing slows, their eyes soften, they sometimes walk away calmer than before. It's almost as if they needed to check that their safe place still exists. To your dog, you are not just a person they live with. You are part of their identity. And the next reason goes even deeper. Because while your dog is touching you, they're also listening to you in a way humans can barely imagine. Number 6. Your body is one of the most comforting sounds your dog has ever known. When your dog rests their head against you, their ear is often close enough to hear your heartbeat, your breathing, and even subtle movements inside your body. To us, these sounds mean nothing. But to dogs, they are emotional information. A calm heartbeat tells them everything is safe. Slow breathing means peace. Tension in your body tells them something may be wrong before you even speak. This is why dogs often seem to approach people during difficult moments. Many owners say their dogs suddenly became more affectionate during times of stress, grief, illness, or sadness. Sometimes the person didn't even realize how emotionally exhausted they were until their dog refused to leave their side. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to physical and emotional changes in humans. Long before you explain your feelings to anyone else, your dog may already sense them through your voice, posture, breathing, and heartbeat. And maybe that's why the quiet moments feel so powerful. Because while you think your dog is simply lying beside you, they may actually be checking on you. But the next reason changes the meaning of this gesture completely, because sometimes your dog is not asking for attention at all. Number 5. Your dog is asking to be close to you without interrupting your life. This is something many people never notice. When dogs truly want attention, they know exactly how to get it. They bark, paw at you, bring toys, stare at you until you react. But resting their head on you is different. It's quiet, gentle, patient. It's your dog saying, "I don't need anything, I just want to be near you." Dogs who do this often are usually very emotionally connected to their owners. They learn your routines. They know when you're busy, tired, stressed, or distracted. And instead of demanding your focus, they choose the softest possible form of connection. Think about how beautiful that actually is. Your dog could be somewhere else in the house, sleeping on a bed, looking out a window, playing with a toy, but instead they walk across the room just to touch you for a moment. Not because they're bored, because your presence itself comforts them. And once you realize that, those little moments stop feeling ordinary. Now the next reason takes us into something much older. Something your dog inherited from ancestors that survived by staying physically connected to their pack. Number 4. Your dog may be protecting you more than you realize. In the wild, wolves often slept touching one another. Physical contact allowed them to sense movement instantly. If danger approached, they didn't need to open their eyes first. Their bodies felt the change immediately. Your dog still carries pieces of that instinct. When they rest their head on your leg or stay pressed against you, they remain connected to your movements. If you shift suddenly, tense your muscles, or stand up, they know immediately. This is why many dogs appear asleep, but react the second their owner moves. The connection was never broken, and there's something deeply emotional about that when you think about it. Your dog doesn't fully relax by separating from you. They relax by staying connected to you. Some dogs naturally take on a watching role inside the family. They quietly monitor the emotional atmosphere of the home. They notice tension, arguments, sadness, fear, and unusual behavior faster than most people realize. So when your dog rests their head on you, part of what you're feeling may actually be their instinctive need to stay close enough to protect the person they care about most. And we're only halfway through this list, because the next reason is one of the most fascinating things science has discovered about the emotional connection between dogs and humans. Number 3. Your dog's body may actually synchronize with yours. This sounds unbelievable, but research has shown that bonded dogs and humans can begin syncing emotionally and physically during close contact. When your dog lies against you for several minutes, heart rates often slow down together. Breathing patterns begin matching. Stress levels decrease in both species at the same time. In other words, your dog is not just calming down beside you. The two of you are calming each other. This is part of why physical contact with dogs feels so comforting to humans. Your nervous system responds to theirs, and theirs responds to yours. Two completely different species begin sharing the same emotional rhythm. And maybe this explains why some of the quietest moments with dogs become the ones we remember forever. Not the loud moments, not the exciting ones, just the peaceful ones. A couch, a rainy afternoon. A tired dog resting their head on your lap while the world outside keeps moving. And somehow, in that silence, everything feels okay for a little while. But the next reason may be the most emotional one yet before we reach number 1. Because your dog has been trying to express something very human without having the body language humans use. Number 2. Resting their head on you may be the closest thing your dog can do to hugging you. Humans hug to express comfort, love, closeness, reassurance. Dogs don't have arms. They can't wrap themselves around the people they love. But that doesn't mean they don't want physical closeness. So they use the body they have. They lean. They press against you. They place their head on you and stay there. And if you've ever gently touched your dog while they were doing this, you've probably noticed something interesting. Many dogs lean harder when you pet them back. It's almost as if they're responding to the affection with everything they can physically offer. That moment matters more to them than most people understand. Because your dog is not simply resting. They are emotionally connecting through touch. This is the part that surprises many owners once they finally see it clearly. Your dog may have been hugging you for years in the only language their body knows how to speak. And now we arrive at the final reason, the deepest one. The reason that changes the meaning of every quiet moment your dog has ever spent beside you. Number 1. Your dog is not searching for a place. They are searching for you. Humans think of home as a location, a house, a room, an address. Dogs don't experience home the same way. Your dog does not care about expensive furniture, large spaces, or perfect surroundings. Those things mean almost nothing compared to emotional safety. For your dog, home is a feeling. And that feeling is attached to one person more than anything else in the world. You. Out of millions of humans, your dog chose you as their center. Your voice became familiar. Your footsteps became comforting. Your smell became safety. Your presence became the place where their nervous system could finally rest. And every single day your dog quietly confirms that choice again. Think about your dog's day for a moment. They wait while you work. Follow you through the house, watch doors, listen for your footsteps, notice when you leave, notice when you return. Even when they seem relaxed, part of their attention is always tracking where you are. So when they finally walk across the room and gently rest their head against you, that moment is not random at all. It's the destination they've been moving toward all day. And if you look closely, many dogs release a tiny breath the moment their head settles against their person. A soft exhale, a release of tension, almost like they're saying, "There you are. I'm safe now. I made it back." That may be the most heartbreaking and beautiful thing about dogs. They love with their entire nervous system, completely, quietly, without conditions. And maybe that's why these small moments stay with us forever, because deep down, every person wants to be someone's safe place. And to your dog, you already are. So the next time your dog quietly walks across the room, comes close to you, and gently rests their head against your leg for no obvious reason, try to see that moment differently. Your dog is not simply asking for attention. They are not being needy. They are not just looking for comfort. They are returning to the safest feeling they know. After everything we talked about, the scent bonding, the heartbeat listening, the emotional connection, the silent hug, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. To your dog, you are more than an owner. You are the center of their emotional world. The place where fear becomes calm, the place where stress fades away, the place that feels like home. And maybe that's why these quiet moments matter so much. Because in a world your dog can never fully understand, you became the one thing they trust completely. If this video changed the way you see those small moments with your dog, consider subscribing. And if your dog follows you from room to room every single day, there may be a deeper emotional reason behind that too.